I think in both cases, there were reports indicating that the attackers had mental health issues. And where do we draw the line between ideologically driven extremism and attacks influenced by mental health issues? What's your take on that? But I would also like to know what would be the official take on that. So what's the current state of play in this debate?
I think on the one hand, we like to put things into boxes. We want to know, okay, that's a political, that's a terroristic attack, and the reason is ideology, the reason is whatever. And then we say, okay, we want to put this into another box because there are mental issues, and that's just this or that. I think reality is different. So there's more gray in between. Um, and if we look at this Magdeburg attack, also the New Orleans, the guy from New Orleans, he had something to lose. So there was a family, there were kids. There were also problems, I know. So financial problems and all that stuff. But he had something to lose, like his family, like his kids. The Magdeburg attacker, I don't know. There's nothing public about family or kids or something like this. There's just some information about his job as a psychologist. But he had also to lose something, his life, so his situation. And if people decide to do an attack like this because of political reasons, they want to show something. They want to say, okay, I want to make the world better for my peer group, for my political ideological peer group. If people do this, like these Amok people or these Magdeburg attacker, they just do it because of their personal feelings, because of their personal problems or whatever. And I think there's the big difference. But we can't divide like the mental issues and the political issues. We saw a lot of other people who did attacks in the past. They had both. They had a political idea and they had mental issues. I think that's not really useful to divide and to say, okay, it is maybe political or it is a mental issue. Um, Sometimes it will work, but mostly they are combined. Because if you decide to lose your life through an amok or a terroristic attack, you also lose all your connections to your family, and there is something in your mind. There is a mental issue that you are so yeah so depressed on, and so clear to say, okay, I don't want to live anymore and I want to set a sign, that there's mostly something mental in the back of these persons. How important and how big these mental issues are, people with more knowledge on the case should decide or should discuss. But I think we can't divide so clearly between political and mental issues.